Chiefs won a shootout in their first matchup against the Broncos. Can Denver even the score? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Wilson on first down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
The sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And just shutting him off there. Touchdown! Albert O, his second touchdown on the season. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the one here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. From the 6.
Let's go.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Thornton. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? They don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
There we go. Nice play.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for KC.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes rolling to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 14 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. They'll try and throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throw to the right here to Gordon. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. At their own 23-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. A nice little juke. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They run again on first down. Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run for it with Cook. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They try again with Cook. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right,
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Again, it's Cook. Oh, what a move. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Attack! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shift. Check the backer, check the backer.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown! A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kick. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Good coverage there holds them to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads would be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
143 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down.
Let's go, baby.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Don't say nothing. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one too low. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Mike 50. I got him. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now it's Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Sets up the fourth down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
181 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A give to Cook out of the gun. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 9. A give. This is Cook. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one.